car smooth.
There's nothing smoother than a pot shot from Munch Bunch.
Yo!
Don't let hunger ruin your morning. Ha-ha! Hunger strikes! Lock him up with Shreddies. Each one is packed with layer upon layer of whole wheat for a deliciously malted taste that keeps hunger locked up till lunch. Shreddies and frosted Shreddies keep hunger locked up till lunch. And with special packs, you can now win £100.
Nemesis, the awesome ride at Alton Towers. Sit back, it's fright time.
Watch This Space is viewer-controlled television, a magazine show where you get to choose what you want to see.
Your first job is to pick your presenters for the series in a live special.
You people ring in and choose which one of us you'd like to see on your TV screens.
Your vote might mean that I get piles of cash or the last bus home.
So watch this space.
It's going to be me.
No.
On Channel 4, tonight, 5:15.
Watch Channel 4 now and get the best for what little money you have got. The first of a new series gets you Quids In.
Fantastic!
Too much.
Rip off!
Good value. Money bags. Cool. What? Quids In.
Hello and welcome to the very first ever Quids In. I'm Nic Ayling and this is the Quids In desk. Now this is your show. It's all about your pocket money, what you spend it on, how much to spend, and above all, how to be Quids In. Coming up on today's show, all you ever wanted to know about batteries but were afraid to ask. Do you really get value for money when you go to a footy game? And we reveal the truth behind a great pizza rip-off. But first, did you know that Britain was the 4th biggest sweet-eating nation in the world? Yes, each person munches their way through a staggering 12.5 kilograms of sweets a year. That's this much sugar. Ugh.
My favourite sweets are wine gums. I like them because they're very Moorish, and once I start eating them, I just can't stop. There was one time when I did think that sweets were very expensive. That's when I went to the cinema and there was a pick and mix. I chose about 5 sweets, and when I went to weigh them, it came up to £1.
My favourite sweets are pear drops and lemon sherbet. And I think it's best if you buy them loose and in quarters because you get more and they're cheaper.
I like fruit pastels. I think it's a really good buy for 23p. I think it's really juicy, especially the black one.
The most expensive chocolates I've ever bought was Belgian chocolates. I like them because I like to lick out the centre of them. They're a good value for money and I'll buy them again.
I think pick and mix is good value for money because you can pick your own penny chews of your own choice.
I hate blackjack. They're sweet, they're sticky and they're horrible. They're 10p and I'd rather buy a chump. Now they're delicious.
It isn't worth buying sweets. The more you buy, the more unhealthy you get. I eat sweets because I like sweets. There's no law saying you can't eat sweets, is there? I really like Turkish slime, but it costs too much. For a small bar about that big, it costs 39p. And that is a ripper. I prefer to pick my own penny sweets because if the shopkeeper picks them, she might have dirty hands.
And if you'd like to voice an opinion, we would love to hear from you. But first, did you know that fruit pastels are the top-selling sweets in the whole of the UK?
Really?
And did you know that according to the Guinness Book of Records, Kit Kat is the top-selling confectionery brand in the whole world?
Never.
And did you know that trains travelling in remote areas of Scotland carry Mars bars in their emergency packs just in case they're cut off by snow?
Incredible!
And did you know that the Cadbury cream eggplant lays 1 million eggs a day?
Oh, that's amazing!
And did you know it takes the weight of 2 elephants to press a polo mint?
Wicked!
Heavy. But now this.
Quids In.
Don't do what we did.
We invested all our money in hair products and lost it all.
Have you got something you've been dying to get off your chest? If you have, call the Moan and Groan line. Hello? Who's calling the Moan and Groan phone?
Louise Cooper.
Ah, Louise, just one moment. And where are you calling from, Louise?
Sittingbourne.
And how old are you?
12.
And what's your Moan and Groan?
My favourite football team is Manchester United. I would really like to go to some home games with my family, but it is impossible because of the price. I have worked out that it would cost us £52 for 2 adults and 4 children. I think that there should be some cheap family tickets available.
Well, let's see what Manchester United have to say. Do you think that £52 for 2 adults and 4 children is a fair price to pay?
Yes, I do think that £52 for 6 people to watch what we consider the most attractive and entertaining and successful team in the country at the best stadium represents very good value for money.
Now, Louise thinks this is too much to pay. So I asked the Premier League to come and talk to me on the phone, but they refused to. However, they did tell me that the price of an average ticket for a child is £4 to £5. So at £6, Manchester United are only slightly higher than the average. But I wonder what the Football League have to say about this.
The Football League has designated this season the season of the family, and all of our 70 clubs have responded tremendously. A vast number of clubs operate kid a quid schemes whereby children can get into matches for just £1, and indeed some clubs are giving away free season tickets to their supporters under the age of 11.
Well, that's good value. Well, Louise, it looks like you've got 2 choices. Either you support a non-Premier League football team so you can afford to go to games, or stick with United and watch them on the telly.
Rice, dog's teeth, shells, elephant tusks, furs and spoons were all once forms of money.
And now it's time for the Quids In test. Do you ever go down to the shops and see the vast range of batteries in front of your eyes and wonder which one will make the music in your personal stereo last the longest? I know I do. Well, never fear, the answer's here. On test around me, I've got 3 sets of own brand and 3 sets of top brand AA batteries. In true telly tradition, in a test I carried out earlier, I set 6 personal stereos going at the same time. Now, this doesn't pretend to be the most scientific test, but I did find out that Ever-Ready Energizer lasted the longest, but unfortunately, this was the most expensive. However, I did find that Duracell turned out to be the best value battery in both price and performance. My top tip is always check the best before date on batteries, because the fresher they are, the longer they last. And although rechargeable batteries need a bigger initial outlay, they actually work out much cheaper in the long run.
Quids In.
Why do fishes keep their money?
Don't know.
In the riverbank?
Each week we'll be giving you the chance to take over TV by making your own video film about a consumer-related issue that gets right up your nose. This week it's the turn of 13-year-old Edward Kitchen. Edward, it's over to you.
I hate being treated as a thief because I'm not. In fact, less than 2% of children were prosecuted or cautioned over stealing in 1992. I'm now going to make a short film about how I hate being treated as a thief in shops. I also hate being stared at. Some shops try to combat the problem with rules like this. I hate this rule. This is Gambo's, my favourite shop. Every afternoon at 4:30, it's packed with school children. I'd like to go inside and ask some questions about shoplifting. Do you have any trouble with children stealing from your shop?
Not really, but we have to keep an eye on them, and also that it's bad for the honest ones that comes into the shop.
James, would you ever stop children coming into your shop?
We try not to stop children coming to the shop, but obviously if we do suspect an individual, we do keep an extra eye on that individual.
That's Gambadellas. They don't have a problem. Why can't all shopkeepers be like that? This is Snacks 24. Every time I come in here, I get stared at and followed round. I wanted to speak to the manager, Joseph, but his manager wouldn't allow it. They sent this fax. I regret to inform you that unfortunately, due to company policy, we do not give interviews. Not only do they make you feel really uncomfortable, they won't even speak to me. I hate shops like Snacks 24 because children make up a large percentage of shoppers, especially in sweep shops like this and any other shop near a school. I do realise there is a problem with shoplifting, but why should I be treated as a thief when I'm not?
So if you'd like to take over TV, you can write, phone or email us. Now, what's the weirdest thing you can spend your pocket money on? Each week on Quids In, I will be showing you the most ridiculous thing that's available. And look what I found. Now this looks like a normal bar of soap, which it is, but when you take it out of its wrapper and expose it to the air, it grows this fetching furry silk coat. Now, when you take it back into the shower, it turns back into an ordinary bar of soap. But I've also discovered, when you get to the middle of it, there's this small plastic mouse inside. It costs £2.40 and I think that's bizarre. Unless, of course, you know different.
I want to complain.
I
Want
to complain.
If you've got a complaint to make, just put a cardboard box on your head and complain. Then they'll listen to you. Oh, but don't forget to cut a hole in the box first.
I want to complain. I want to complain. I want to complain.
On Friday, my mum tore these out of the paper. And when I got home from school, she said, look, these Pizza Land coupons, 1p for a pizza. So we thought on Saturday we'll go down after shopping. So after shopping we went down there and then we went in and we said 3 pizzas please, and we gave in the coupons, and she said, but the coupons don't work on Saturday. So I thought, well that's a bit bad because children are off school on Saturday and parents are off work on Saturday, so I think they should make their deals a lot fairer and make the small print much bigger in future.
My mum and dad bought me a CD for Christmas and it would cost $14.99. For a child at school, I don't think it's very fair because my parents keep having to buy it for me. I'd like to see them brought down a bit so I can buy them myself.
I'd like to complain about mandarin oranges because I'm used to having satsumas and tangerines and little oranges like that. But I had a mandarin orange for pudding at lunchtime today. And it was a bit of a disaster because they've got these big hard seeds in that are rather nasty. And so when Mum had taken all the seeds out of each segment, personally I think there was more seed than segment in each bit of orange, then it was just a kind of flabby, dripping mass of pulp in my hand that I had to kind of go, I'll stick with satsumas next time, thanks.
Each week in the Quid Bin, we'll be showing you the best value bargains for £1. And look what I found this week, 2 goldfish for £1. Not bad, eh? Unless, of course, you know different.
I'd spend £1 on a necklace because you can get quite nice ones for £1 and I wear them a lot.
For £1, I'd probably buy a magazine, something like Smash Hits, which isn't too expensive. I do this because it's not really enough money to go out anywhere and it's something that will pass the time.
I'd spend £1 on my brother's favourite sweets and then I'd sell them to him for more money.
I bought 80 beads and some necklace wire and I'm going to make a necklace with it, and I think that's good value for money.
I'd spend £1 on small poster because it lasts a while and they don't cost much.
If you've got a better way of filling the Quid Bin, drop me a line. Well, that's just about it for this week. Coming up on next week's show, all you ever wanted to know about magazines, the Great Bubblegum Challenge, and don't forget, it's your chance to take over TV. So why don't you drop us a line? Our address is Quids In, P.O. Box 1234, Maidstone, Kent, ME145XX. Or you can phone us on 0990 12 22 44. Your call should cost no more than 5p, but please get permission first. Or you can even email us on campus2000 YOI 041. I'll see you next week and get Quids In. Bye-bye.
Get Quids In again next Saturday at the same time, 10:15.
If there's one thing I really hate, it's spelling mistakes. And would you believe it, I found a couple in the Quids In questionnaire.
How embarrassing. Who's responsible for that, then?
Not me.
No, it was him, over there. Just get it right next week. Sorry.
The kangaroo boy Rocco's back at the start of a new series next, visiting a carnival with Heifer the cow, a carnival that's not ready for his modern way of life.
Watch This Space is viewer-controlled television, a magazine show where you get to choose what you want to see.
Your first job is to pick your presenters for the series in a live special.
You people ring in and choose which one of us you'd like to see on your TV screens.
Your vote might mean that I get piles of cash or the last bus home.
So watch this space.
It's going to be me.
No.
And time for tonight, 5:15.
Back with a new series now on 4 is Rocco, living his weird modern life.
Good, isn't it?